What's up, Sparks? Welcome hatchback to my YouTube channel, where I do car reviews for the gays and the girlies. Why do you ask? Well, it's about time we had some representation in this bitch, don't you think? Did y'all get it when I said welcome hatchback? Because I'm in a hatchback and okay, bye. Alright guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I still have a goal of at least 1,000 followers by year's end, so please tell all your friends, your family, unblock that ex of yours, and even tell them maybe.
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me? I swear to God.
This is a 2017 Ford Focus Rally Sport, or RS hatchback, and this thing is a hardcore rallying beast. Huge shout out to Mitchell Mill Motors for letting me borrow this Focus. Mitchell Mill Motors has some of the highest quality used vehicles on the market. Check out their link in the description below for updates on their latest inventory. Now before I start today's review, keeping in line with my newest tradition, I'm gonna let you bitches have it with my acceleration road test. Enjoy. All right, y'all, acceleration test in the Ford Focus RS in 3, 2, 1. No wonder this thing is a rally car. Okay fam, what is this Ford Focus giving you? It's giving you very much flat-brimmed hats, very much Mountain Dew addictions, very much maybe some vape smoke coming out of the window when you're rolling down the road, watching it fly by you at 90 miles an hour. But all of that stereotyping aside, it's actually giving you all-wheel drive performance, sick styling, and insane handling. The 2017 Ford Focus RS started at an MSRP of around 36 and was able to be optioned up all the way into the 40s. The Ford Focus comes in a compact sedan model as well as the hatchback version like this one. This one, however, is the top-end Focus with the RS2 package, offering some creature comforts that I'll get into later. Shared with its older brother, the Mustang, this Ford Focus RS has a turbocharged 2.3-liter inline-4 that spits out 350 horses and 350 pound-feet of torque. The RS 0 to 60 gets up to about 4.7 seconds and does a top speed of 165 miles per hour. In terms of miles per gallon though, this thing sucks. It only gets about 22 miles per gallon combined. The non-performance models though gets up to about 25 miles per gallon, so you're not typically buying this for day-to-day use though. All-wheel drive powertrain makes this a rallying champ, and the 6-speed manual transmission is probably the last of its kind. Speaking of it being the last of its kind, if you look on Ford's website, it literally says, "We appreciate your interest, but we no longer build them." Thanks a lot, unibody SUVs. In fact, in 1999, when the first Ford Focus went on sale here in the US, they only sold about 55,000 units. Then from 2000 to 2018, they sold units nearing 200,000 to 300,000 annually, until for some reason they dipped so low in 2019 that they only sold 12,000 units. In honor of the death of the Ford Focus, I would like to eulogize it with a series of terrible Ford Focus memes. You know, it really is a shame though, because this RS really is a special car in my opinion. Sure, it might be the high-end version of a low-end sedan, but I feel like when Ford really actually tries, they really do succeed. And this is one such example.
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me? I swear to God.
I'll give it to the gal. She is one tough cookie. This front splitter is really cool looking. It's got this kind of pseudo carbon fiber look to it. And of course they replaced the regular Ford Focus grille with the RS badge and this bar in front of the air filter. And of course these LED headlights with the LED running lights that are synonymous with all modern day cars. Can you see me? Oh wait, hang on. We have to stop meeting like this. So these are the 19-inch Ford Focus RS racing wheels. They come standard in black and they have Brembo brakes, and the brake calipers match the color of the car, which I think is an obvious touch for a racing style vehicle. You also get the RS badge on the outer rim of the vehicle. I don't really think that the design changes in the back of the Ford Focus RS are as obvious as they are in the front. You do of course have this wing on the top end of it. You do have the splitter at the bottom. If you're just an average person, you're not gonna know what a splitter is. You might notice the wing of course, but in terms of storage space, the RS doesn't really have that much. You do only get about 14 cubic feet of storage space. If you do lift up this right here, you would assume that you might have more storage space, but it's really only here for the amp, for the sound system, as well as I'm assuming that this is a subwoofer. The interior has actually gotten a lot of flack online. Of all the research that I did, a lot of people complained about the cheap materials of the vehicle. And I mean, yeah, I do see what they're talking about. I mean, a lot of this material is just that cheap plastic that everybody hates. But I mean, what do you expect? It's a Ford. I mean, it's not a VW, it's not a Porsche. I mean, it's a Ford. And so I think, but for the fact that it's a Ford, I think it's a pretty nice interior. I don't mind it. I like the fact that there's these Recaro bucket seats that are actually quite comfortable with this suede material in the bottom and this blue stitching that matches the exterior of the car. You get the same blue stitching on the steering wheel with the little RS badge on the bottom, and the steering wheel is leather wrapped and it's heated. I mean, come on, that's not that bad. Plus you get this little PSI gauge up here for your turbo to see when the turbo is spooling up. You also get a pretty large infotainment screen that offers Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now, again, I mean, like, it's a pretty responsive infotainment screen. It's almost like it's an iPhone. If you were to touch it, it's very responsive. No haptic touch, but it's responsive enough. And the sound system is Sony. The sound system's pretty good, not too bad. And you do have dual zone automatic climate control as well as heated seats. With the different drive modes, you do have normal, sport, track, and drift. Now, when you switch it to drift actually allocates 70% of the power to the rear axles as opposed to allocating it both 50-50 so that you can have a safer drift round corners. On the turn signal stock, there is a button for the sport suspension. It does actually make the suspension a little bit stiffer, about 40% stiffer. Some people like the Recaro bucket seats, others don't. I think it hugs me. I think it gives it a racing feel. I kind of like it. I could see how it could be uncomfortable after a couple of hours in the car. All right, driving the Ford Focus RS. Take it around this corner. Damn. Oh my God. This thing is tons of fun. I've got it in sport mode right now. It is flying around this corner. I think it would be a little bit faster if it was rear wheel drive, obviously, but I think that they probably made it all wheel drive for the Rally Sport edition. At lower speeds, it is a little bit harder to handle because I think at this point it just expects you to just be booking it at all times. But it's so easy to just fly around corners. Sorry about that, I had to adjust the camera. Obviously the sun is not cooperating today. You know, I'm really sad that they've gotten rid of these. They're hugely popular in Europe, but they sell more units in Europe than they ever did in the US. And especially during the year that it dipped in, I think it was 2017, when they dipped in sales, they never wavered in the EU. Did notice as a daily driver, it's pretty stiff, the ride, and it's pretty bumpy. Like, I'm like jiggling right now. Like, and it's just, that's all you get is just a lot of jiggle. I do have the sports suspension on, which does make it 40% stiffer, but I'm assuming that around corners it's a lot tighter. And we'll test it out up here real quick around this corner. Oh, damn! That's crazy. Oh, I need to chill out. Yeah, you know, I don't mind the interior. I think it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I think it's pretty well designed for a Ford. I can't stand the EcoSports. Those interiors are god awful. There's a reason that people are getting rid of those faster than they can hold on to them. I mean, people get what they ask for, right? People get what they want. And if you want some shitty crossover SUV, then you're gonna get it. I can start to kind of feel the Recaro seats like hurting my butt a little bit. I love that sound. I promise I know how to drive manual. Yeah, do you see how fucking bumpy this is? It's almost laughable. It is laughable, I'm laughing at it. 0 to 60, not the fastest to get up to speed, but guess what? It doesn't matter because this thing eats the corners. The steering is ultra responsive. I am obsessed with this steering. How quick it is and how confident I am around these corners. So the whole time I've been driving, I've had it in sport mode, but since I'm back out on the highway now, I put it back down into normal, and you can really kind of feel it lurching back. Like you can feel that the RPMs are lurching back, as well as just, it's not as ready to attack the road as it normally would be if it was in sport mode. So it really kind of dampens it. All right, final thoughts. I don't know. No, it would be a lot of fun if you lived in a windy area. I don't think that it would be a great daily driver. I think it would be a very cute weekend car. Is it the best Ford interior I've ever seen? No. Is it the worst Ford interior I've ever seen? Also no. I think it's not bad, but I think that you could get a better interior in, say, a Volkswagen GTI. I want to say Subaru WRX, but I hate Subarus. I don't even like Subarus. If I'm gonna go for like a high performance hatchback, I'm gonna go for the Volkswagen GTI. I mean, just from like being in those, I can see that they have a better interior quality, and the ride is a little bit less stiff than this one. I mean, as you could tell, my camera was jiggling, I was jiggling, but I think it's I think Ford did a great job overall. I just don't think that I would buy it as a daily driver. But again, if I had the income, I could totally see myself having this for the weekends, you know? So if you want to help me get that income, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I put out new videos every time that I have free time. I will try to make a set schedule. I'm not going to make any promises. I don't think I ever have. And I don't think that's within my wheelhouse to do that. Thanks again for watching my video. Bye now. Hey Sparks. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want more SparkPlug TV content, click right here. Right here. You got two options. Choose one, or both.